You are now tuned into the sounds of
Big Nate Sports Talk.
It's on all the time, anytime.
Then you won't get spoken to. People only see you when you up, then they notice you. Trying to be a legend, create lines that's quotable. Only the real shall last, and I only know a few. People when they feelings always acting emotional. Ain't about a check, then it ain't negotiable. Gotta show respect to the people that's posting you. Soon to be on posters posted up like the older dudes.
Now we aging like fine wine, how we supposed to do. Peep the shade on the timelines, this time posted cool. Shit is black and white like photos from a disposable. Certain situations you ain't end up uncontrollable. All up in their head, I be so confused. I just brush it off, peep the shoulder moves. We all got the same 24, so it's no excuse. Switch it up, we could rap or produce the things you can't have.
You are now tuned in to Big Nate Sports Talk, the show that's on all the time, anytime. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for all content. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Nathan Snell. Bring your sports game with Big Nate Sports Talk.
Cut it off! Cut it off! I am having a very bad day. I am in no mood. This, today, is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time. I'm not in the mood to play with anybody. I mean, damn it! I'm ticked off!
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all getting on my damn nerves. What the hell is going on? Wake the hell up! You're a below average team, damn it! I'm sitting there making bets talking about how after the year y'all had last year, what the hell is wrong with y'all? You ain't that damn good. Stop acting like it. Play together. Play team ball. Figure it out. Stop being an average defensive team.
Are you inspired?
That was so good.
So motivated.
Get the hell in, get it together.
I'm ready to play for Coach Smith.
Right? 11th
It's
and
ridiculous.
80th. All right.
This is episode 5, season 13. In this video, we're painfully recapping the Baltimore Ravens losing, to the Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday night. Before we get into the video, there's a few things I'd like to say up front. I misspoke in the previous video with Lady Turbans. Minnesota is a Big Ten opponent, I'm going to say we're finishing the year against going into Big Ten matchups. That was a good win. So I misspoke on that. So please forgive me on that. Let's just get into it. The Baltimore Ravens lost painful moments of Sunday night, 16-13.
I just don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is disgusting. It's disgraceful. It's embarrassing. And I'm ticked off. It don't make any sense. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. And something needs to be done about it. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
I think what needs to change for me is a couple things. I'm going to start with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I hope they make the playoffs because this is um, a team that I still think still has remnants of last year written over it. Um, Kenny Pickett is now the man in Pittsburgh. He did what it counted everything right. He didn't make any mistakes when the team needed him to make a big play. He stepped up. He made the game. He had the game-winning drive. He had the game-winning touch on the Najee Harris. They ran the football all over us, just like we did them back on the 11th last year, in December. I mean, if you can pound the football the way they did, I mean, Najee Harris, 111 yards. Jalen Warren, 76 yards. I mean, 5.5 yards per carry, 34 carries combined. The offensive line has improved. They have that was the key. They just ran the ball all over us. The one thing that I will say a question on is their playmakers. They do have a good amount of receivers. Kenny Pickett, Deontay Johnson, but there's still some growth there, and their defense was the key as well. That penalty I thought would have almost cost them the game. It didn't. I think that motivated the penalty. It was the unnecessary roughness on Cam Hayward. That honestly should not even been a flag on that play. It motivated them. If you're looking at any other things in this game, just keep leading on the run. I think the only thing that hurts the Pittsburgh Steelers is the Steelers themselves. When they're playing smart football, they're doing all the right things. There's a lot of talent, but you can't get in your own way. And there are times where I saw Pittsburgh do that. Unnecessary roughness, like I said, multiple special team penalties. They can really, really bite themselves in the butt at times. And again, MVP was Kenny Pickett, and also to the new linebackers, Robert Spillane, Mark Robinson. They did all those things. I mean, they were just one corner on the field, so I mean, they were doing pretty much everything right. So I thought the key was the running game for Pittsburgh, their defense, and they rallied. For Baltimore, first round exit come playoff time. We're trash. One thing that bothers me again is that we go for stuff that works. I thought the defense was put in a bad situation where they were expected to carry the team, and it just doesn't work like that. They for mostly bended, but that last drive they broke. They were unable. Our defensive unit, defensively wise, we just had no answers for stopping Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. 187 yards on 34 carries. Offensively, we leaned on Mark Andrews and J.K. Dobbins. Once again, y'all, we are lacking creativity on the offensive side of the ball. We scored 3 points in the last 30 minutes of the game. Like, our wide receivers are non-existent. Like, it's becoming very sad that DeMarcus Robinson, and it's not a shot at him, he is our only true wide receiver. Deshaun Jackson's not. He's doing stuff, but like, these brothers got to play with some pride. J.K. Dobbins rushed the ball for 17 times on 93 yards. Tyler Huntley also, they leaned very heavily on the rush. They leaned heavily on the run first approach. But like, whether it's Huntley or Lamar out there, the receivers, they gotta give me something. Sammy Watkins didn't get a target all night. DeMarcus Robinson and John Jackson had one catch for 9 yards. That was it. When when we were down with 50 seconds, when we were down with 56 seconds left on the clock, what did they do? They had multiple tight ends on the field. And there was one pass where it was a check down that Isaiah Likely incompleted. And then Tyler Huntley mind-boggling throws it in the middle of the field, and in the post game he's looking for someone to make a play. What do we do? I mean, like, the impact of not having wide receivers out there, it shows. And even in the final minutes, it's disgusting. And we're expecting Lamar Jackson to be Superman when he comes back. And to be honest, I don't even think he's playing in Cincinnati, because what John Harbaugh said today was very, very telling to me. He basically stood away from that question. I mean, everything kind of, I hate to say this, but this hinders on his success, whether he comes back or not. Other than that, I am not expecting much from this Raven team. This team is a first round exit. I mean, John Harbaugh can no longer continue to make excuses for Greg Roman. I don't know how effective Lamar Jackson is going to come off a sprained knee. I mean, watching the Ravens offensively without him, we know the skill set that he brings to this team. But if he's, I hate to put that kind of pressure on him, but we have no other option. Like, unfortunately, we're at Cincinnati. We're playing at 1:00. Well, I mean, we're only right now at this point competing for wild card seeding. Now, because of what happened with Buffalo in the Cincinnati game, that's still probably on hold. The game will probably be played at a later date. It looks like if we have to go on the road, John Harbaugh has 8 postseason wins on the road. That's the most in NFL coach history. But if Buffalo won, if they would have won that game, that would have been the factor in who wins the division. I hate to see us avoiding a first. I just think we're a first round exit. We're not a serious franchise. Mark Andrews finally showed a pulse. 9 straight games without a touchdown. That's mind boggling to me. I mean, his first 100-yard game since week 6 against New York Giants. Yes, give defenses credit where they double teamed him and the run first approach, which has definitely been a factor. But I mean, without playmakers on the receiving end of the ball, it clearly shows. And I'm disgusted. And regardless of not having Calais Campbell out there or Marcus Peters, that's no excuse. Guys got to step up. You got to give Pittsburgh credit. They got the job done. We didn't. We did not. The run defense was horrible. Calais Campbell, Marcus Peters, that doesn't. We're Justin Houston, Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, Chuck Clark. Last time I checked, they get checks too. So the Baltimore Ravens are a first round exit. I don't really know. I'm not expecting much from them in Cincinnati. This game, this season has just been god awful. I'm not expecting much from them. I'm really curious to see what happens in the offseason. Just like Washington, I've pretty much thrown the towel on the Ravens. I've given up. I don't know what's going to happen with Lamar. I don't know what's going to happen at all. Whether I believe he'll resign, but my God, Greg Roman,
Bullshit.
he's got to go.
What are you? How?
So the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
And the Ravens will figure it out. That's just my approach every week. Every loss we take, my mindset is they'll figure it out. They're grown men, because they say that every freaking post game. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. But just to wrap this up, I'm over it this season with the Ravens. So
what's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game, another game.
Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were, and we let them off the hook.
y'all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.
This is how I believe, okay? I'm from the old school. I believe this. I would rather play with 10 people and just get penalized all the way until we got to do something else, rather than play with 11 when I know that right now that person is not sold out to be a part of this team. It is more about them than it is about the team. I cannot play with them, cannot win with them, cannot coach with them, can't do it. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win. When you start telling me it doesn't matter, then retire. Get out. Because it matters.
Well, what happened was that second game we got our ass kicked, or the second half. We just got our ass totally kicked. We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. We couldn't make a first down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. The second half, we sucked. We could have, would have, should have is the difference of what I'm talking about. The good teams don't come in and say could have. They get it done. All right? It's that simple. I'm tired of saying could have, should have, would have. That's why we ain't good enough yet. Because we're saying could have and they ain't.
I mean, this is some bad stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I just don't know. This is ridiculous. Oh, Lord. These are legitimate questions. I don't have answers. I'm starving for answers. I'm starving for them because I don't have them. I'm so disgusted because I got to be out there at that game this Saturday. I got to see this. Inquiring minds want to know why. I truly do want to know why.
I'm going to reiterate my comments right. I'm going to reiterate my comments right here, right now. The clock is officially ticking. The honeymoon is over. Damn your feelings. Who gives a damn? You got a job to do. And the job ain't even a championship. It's to be respectable. And you can't even do that? Game over, yeah. Game over, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to Big Nate Sports Talk. If you enjoyed that episode and you want to see more content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bring your sports game on Big Nate Sports Talk.
It's on all the time, anytime.
Thank you. And you help me retain my sanity. Thank you. I want to thank you. And I want to thank you. All I want to do is say thank you for everything you do.